Hello again. It's Miss Jones from Sew with Miss Jones. On the guide sheet I said you probably needed a tape measure. Yes, that would be good, but you really do need tape. Totally missed that. So we've got our two pattern pieces. We've got a pair of paper scissors. Don't use your fabric scissors for this. Just use paper scissors. You can use like school scissors if you have those. I have some tape. And I have a pencil or a pen. I've got a pen because we need to mark our patterns. Some of you are going to be working in a classroom. Some other people might be doing the same, using the same fabric as you do. And so you want to make sure that your pieces don't get mixed up. So we're going to start by opening this up. And so the directions say, let's take a look at what it says. It says cut the pocket pattern off of the big piece. And this one actually has two pieces. It has the pocket and it has the apron. So let me, oh my goodness. The pocket should be up at the top. Now we're going to trim this, and when you trim, you're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So, and I am right-handed, so I am going to hold the scissors with my thumb in the small hole, 3 fingers in the back, and then I usually keep my pointer out so that I can help guide my scissors. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to cut counterclockwise. If you are left-handed, you're going to put the scissors with your left thumb in the big hole, 3 fingers in the, or excuse me, left thumb in the small hole, 3 fingers in the big hole, and then your pointer finger out, and you will be cutting clockwise. So remember, we're not cutting right on the line. We are cutting with about 1/4 of an inch extra on the outside. Oh, I got a little close there. This is kind of not so easy around that corner. Don't cut the corner off though. The corner's important. And you know what I forgot to do with this before I started cutting it out? I forgot to put my name on it and my tote tray number. So where it says pocket in the middle, just put your name and put your tote tray number. We're going to do that on the big pattern too. So where the big A is, you can put your name and your tote tray number. And then there's a bunch of excess over here that I don't need, and I'm just going to get rid of it. And don't forget, this paper should be put into the recycling bin. Do not throw it on the floor, leave it on your desk. I also am going to trim up the side here. And again, I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch. Be careful and not have other things underneath you while you are trimming. And I don't need to cut around this curve right next to it because we are going to modify that. Okay, all this is going to go in the recycle bin. I have one more thing to do to the big one, and that is I have to very, very carefully cut right next to this dotted line. I don't want to cut it off. I want to cut right next to it. For this kind of stuff, I like to have the scissors closer to my face just because I wear reading glasses, and reading glasses at this distance kind of gets a little wobbly. I can't see quite as well. And try to make this as straight as possible without cutting the dots off. And then I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom here. You notice I went a little faster because I wasn't trying to cut along the line. Okay, so this apron needs to be modified because if you tried to sew this by hand and turn this edge under, it would be really difficult. It just doesn't want to do it. And rather than do that, we are going to change the shape of this pattern. So I'm going to trim a little bit of this off right here. So it says match the diagonal cut line on the hand-sewn version pattern page to the apron pattern at the top and right side of the apron, covering the curved armhole. Tape in place on the larger pattern and then cut the altered pattern. So what you're going to do is you need to line this edge up at the top, okay, as close to that part as you can. All right, and I am going to put something on here so it doesn't move. Sometimes a pair of scissors will work. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to make sure that it also lines up down here. Okay, so it's lining up. This is hard to see. Let me see if I can change my view a little bit. Okay, so I want it to line up with this corner up here at the top. So right there. And then I want it to line up with this corner right here at the bottom. And they're not going to touch exactly because it didn't print all the way to the edge of the page. But you want to have this as much of a straight angle as possible. Okay, and once you have done that, you are going to take your tape and very carefully put some tape at the top. And very carefully put some tape on the side. And I probably need to try. This is probably going to be cut off as I cut out the pattern, but it'll hold it while I'm pinning it on. And that's what is important. And if you want to, just so this doesn't flap around too much, if you want to put another piece over here, and if you want to put another piece kind of down here, you can do that as well. Now, this pattern is ready to put on the fabric, and that's our next step. Bye for now.